welcome back to my channel. Little update vlog. What's going on, which this is a Saturday, and as you can tell, it's a nice sunny day. So, been getting ready to work on my brakes, finish them up. So I was looking at my book to just see how to hook up two pieces, because the adjuster has two little sections and it's got a spring, and I was wanting to see if the book tells me exactly what I need to do to put that together, which doesn't really tell much of the information on that, which is disappointing. So I was watching video, watching the guy, which he didn't show that part. You end up getting in a little bit of a hurry because of other situations, but he was going over what he done, and he was talking about the kit, because when I bought my new spring kits, parts of it that I also need to replace came separate, so I had to buy it separate. And then I found out while watching this, there is one more spring that doesn't come with one of the kits. I was like, oh no, here I am, I'm very low in money and have to wait another week. But so seeing how I was disappointed on that part, and I went ahead and looked it up, and he got his part from O'Reilly. So I was like, I tried to look it up at like my local parts store that I got. Hard to find the parts on that if you don't know exactly what's the number, I guess. Couldn't find it anyway. Went through O'Reilly's to see how much it would be, and very, very shocked and surprised that the box for it is only $2.24. Shows a picture of two springs, and I'm like, okay, is there only one spring in it, or is there two springs? Well, if it's two springs, then just under $2.50 or $4.50, I can get both sides and have, because I do know that spring broke when I took it off, which is one of the reasons why I got the second kit. And the bar itself is good. It's just that spring broke. I didn't realize I didn't have it until today. The first time, because I've had the other kit that I needed for the adjusting screw for a few weeks now, but I haven't been able to do nothing because of the rain. And then find out there's another piece I need. But I'm really happy to find out it's cheap. Hopefully they don't mind me giving them a pocket change. But yeah, I'll be able to hopefully get the brakes done. Hopefully even get it bled. I gotta find where I bought, or if not bought, where I put my new thing of brake fluid. I don't know exactly if I got it in my truck or if I got it in the back of the car. I didn't see it the last time I was looking for. Well, I was looking around in here to see if I might have put the key inside the car, hid it in it. That's still driving me crazy. Found out a little bit of information watching the guy, because he's bleeding it. I started on my brakes on the passenger side because usually that's the one, the brake lines is furthest from the master cylinder, and that's the one you'd want to start with. Well, looking at him, watching it, he's talking about how the way the brake lines was run. Well, it ends up in the driver's side is actually the furthest, which I need to recheck it, make sure mine is exactly like his. But if it is, then yeah, the driver's side would end up being the furthest. So I have to wait until I get both done and change the master cylinders on both. I've already done it on the passenger, I just got finished hooking this the brakes up. One thing that's really, well, it's really strange about the kit that I got, both kits, that replaces the springs, the adjusting screws, and everything like that, and the factory drums that's on the C10 in the first place. They don't come with a slot where you can adjust the adjuster screw. Which, I mean, at your mall, you know, they probably didn't think that much about it. I know later on models does have that. This is the first one I ever had that didn't have a way of getting into it. But here's the crazy thing about the kits that I was telling you about. I got looking at it, make sure everything matched, which the only thing that's going to be different from the adjuster that I got for the passenger side, from the driver side, is driver side is like a stainless steel, while the passenger side is more like a brass. I couldn't find one that matches each other, which is really weird. But all of them comes with the dust covers for the adjuster view, which this side, the backing plate does not have. I can either cut one or I can just do it just as I am planning on upgrading the rear end later on. So right now I'm just going to do it the way I've seen that guy do it. A little bit more time consuming, but I've had to do that on drum brakes even with the view, because it ends up being easier to adjust the screws with the drum off. But yeah, I end up finding out that I need to get this. So you end up having to buy parts 3 different ways just to replace all the springs in a drum brake. Now, all the other kits I've ever done, every spring and everything would be in one kit. This ended up being the second one. The first one I bought, I guess I could have got the bigger one that had all of it, or most of it anyway. But I was just planning on changing the springs. I didn't realize my adjusters was going to end up being froze up. So it seems like, well, since the brakes were locked up, I figured I'll go ahead and change the brakes since they ain't never been changed. And the brakes are actually in good shape, but I went ahead and changed it, put new ones. The drums themselves are still in good shape, so I'm reusing them. It's just the springs was definitely wore out, more from just sitting around than it is from wear and tear. But yeah, I find out at the last minute everything was sold separately. Now instead of going up there telling them the part that I need, I'll be giving them the part number and telling them I need it, which is H1338-2. I remember that because I had typed it in several different times. I will go back into the same video that I've watched to make sure I write down the right one. Or no, I'll be going back into the website, their website that I have it saved in. That would be a little bit easier. That way I can also show them, hey, it says it's this much. And it says it's in stock. And it says it's in stock in that store. Hopefully it's correct. I have had the websites be different than what the stores end up being. And luckily it's very close. I don't really shop at this one too much because a lot of times ever since it's opened up, pretty much, I think like the first 3 or 4 months, it was pretty good. But most of the time you get in there, you got like 10 back there behind the counter, and nobody will help you. That's why I don't like shopping there. But it's the only place I know where I can get the parts. That's where I'll go. If somebody else don't have it, or I can get it cheaper from a different area, then I'll go to that other one. I do have my favorite store, but don't necessarily mean I'll shop only at that one. And the weird thing about it is checking it online, which I would have had to wait for, cost a lot more. Like $2 more than what I'd be paying for this if I have to pay for 2 boxes. It would have been $6 and something, while this one be under $4.50. Now, if this red light will ever just change. Again, it says the red light is right here at the main highway, so it's going to give that more time for the traffic to go. Getting into where they're at is pretty easy, because they got the turn lane going there. But if you was to go out of that parking lot and want to go the same direction I'm heading now, you would need to go a different route or go all the way down and head back around, because of the way they turn it. It's supposed to be a constant flow traffic. They put more red lights and stuff, and there's more stops, harder to get in and out. It really messed up. I don't know where they was getting the idea. It was helpful. There's been several bad wrecks because of that, and yet they haven't done anything to change it. But at least this one is closer. The one that I normally would go to, which is an AutoZone, is just down the street. But this one I can just go in here, get my part, and then head straight home. It's only a couple of turns, as you can tell by the video. Didn't have to do too many turns, and pretty much right here I just got to wait on traffic to pretty much come to a stop enough where I can get across, and I'll be there. This is another reason why I don't like it, because they fixed it where it is a little bit more traffic flowing at times to try to get in and out. Now the main question will be how long I will be in here. They got a parking place available right here by the door. Anyway, I'm going to be in the video here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to run ahead and get this spring, and hopefully we can get this brakes get started, and maybe I can get a video done on it. I'll see y'all in the next video.